Today, I need to replace the motor in my Resmed S9. The customer bought this machine in 2017, so it's been 8 years. User feedback says the motor is very loud, with a sharp, piercing sound, making it difficult for the elderly to fall asleep. Also, some of their past symptoms have reappeared, such as frequently urination at night. The user's daughter contacted me. The user is over 70 years old and is an elderly woman. Overall, she has been using CPAP very well, which has solved her sleep apnea problems and made her healthier. We typically provide users with a backup CPAP machine because these users are usually reliant on CPAP. We've been working in the CPAP field for 10 years, and I believe this is something we must offer to our users. The user's machine is an S9 Escape Auto. I gave the user a backup S9 Auto 25. The user has been using it for the past few days and feels that it works quite well. The elderly person is quite adaptable and can use CPAP for a whole night. I wasn't very skilled at disassembling machines in the past, but after many Resmed machines broken down, I naturally became more proficient at it. First, you need to remove the front cover and the bottom cover, which is a bit difficult and requires careful attention. Then you can see two screws on the front main circuit board. Remove them. A few years ago, a user asked me, can CPAP perform deep cleaning? I didn't know what that meant. Did they mean disassembling the machine's motor? I thought that was crazy. Even after removing the screws from the circuit board, it still couldn't be completely removed. The biggest challenge here is removing the power socket, which requires some skill. Because this position is actually a latch, and I need to apply force at the same time to unlock it. Okay, I've successfully disassembled the circuit board, and now I can see the turbine. The turbine is right below this, and but there are 5 screws on it that need to be removed. I'll remove them one by one. The Resmed S9 motor is in need of very high quality. Many of our users have used it for nearly 10 years without experiencing any motor failures. Typically, as the motor ages, there will be a noticeable metallic friction sound, indicating mechanical aging. The lubricating oil in the bearings has disappeared, and there's no other way to add lubricating oil, as it's added at the factory and cannot be added later. I think it's ridiculous to call it deep cleaning if it's just about taking the machine apart and blowing the dust off the circuit board. If the turbine can indeed be lubricated with additional oil, similar to change the oil in a car, then it could indeed be called a deep cleaning. Now you can see the motor. Just remove this cover and you'll see it. It must be very dirty, considering it's been 80 years. Look at this. This is the turbine of the S9 series. It's too dirty. You see? It's very dirty in the turbine area. Contains sound absorbing cotton, which is also very dirty, but it hasn't degraded. Its main function is to reduce motor noise. A Philips sound absorbing cotton turns to powder at the slightest touch. I am cleaning the area around the discharge generator with a wet wipe now. There's still quite a bit of dust. It's too dirty. You see? The black dust. There were 2 pieces of sound absorbing cotton which I cleaned, and then I prepared to install the brand new turbine. The next step, I will now install the brand new motor into the machine. Finish installing it. Let's power it on and test the sound. This sound is normal. The new motor is perfect fine. Next, I installed the circuit board and I was all done. The final step is to install the top and the bottom covers, and then everything is finished. install the SD card, then reinstall the filter. Let's take a look at the old motor that was replaced. It's really dirty.